Welcome to latest News Blaster. If you want daily real celebrity news, subscribe now. For years, Ty Pennington was synonymous with optimism, transformation, and feel-good television. As the energetic face of Extreme Makeover Home Edition, he became a symbol of hope. Someone who didn't just renovate houses, but helped rebuild lives. Then, quietly, he stepped back from the spotlight. No dramatic farewell, no major controversy dominating headlines, just distance. Now, Ty Pennington is back in the news, and this time, it's not about a TV reboot or a flashy Hollywood return. Instead, it's a much deeper, more personal comeback, one that's catching fans and industry insiders by surprise. A silence that sparked question. For a long stretch, Pennington's absence raised questions. While other reality TV stars leveraged social media to stay relevant, he maintained a relatively low profile. Fans speculated endlessly. Was he burned out, disillusioned with television, facing personal struggles behind closed doors? The truth, as Pennington is now revealing, is far more complex than simple career fatigue. In recent interviews, Pennington has begun to open up about a period of intense self-reflection, one that forced him to confront his identity beyond television fame. When you're known for one thing for so long, you start to wonder if that's all you are, he shared. That realization marked the beginning of a quiet but profound transformation. Fame, pressure, and the cost of always being on. At the height of Extreme Makeover Home Edition, Pennington's life was a whirlwind. Long production schedules, emotional storylines, constant public exposure, it all came with a price. While the show focused on uplifting families, the emotional toll on those creating the magic often went unseen. Pennington has acknowledged that the pressure to always appear upbeat became exhausting. You're expected to be this source of energy and hope, even when you're running on empty, he admitted. Over time, that disconnect between public persona and private reality became impossible to ignore. Rather than burning out publicly, he chose something rare in entertainment. He stepped a comeback without cameras first. What makes this comeback different is that it didn't start on screen. There was no dramatic announcement, no flashy press tour. Instead, Pennington focused inward, rebuilding his relationship with creativity, health, and purpose. During his time away, he returned to his roots as a designer and maker. Woodworking, hands-on craftsmanship, and sustainable design became more than hobbies. They became therapy. Friends say this period helped him rediscover why he fell in love with building in the first place, long before fame entered the picture. This shift is central to his comeback. Pennington isn't chasing relevance, he's redefining it, speaking openly about mental and emotional health. Perhaps the most striking part of Pennington's return is his willingness to discuss mental and emotional well-being, topics rarely addressed openly during the peak of early 2000s reality TV. He has spoken candidly about anxiety, burnout, and the challenge of maintaining balance in a career built on constant visibility. While he stops short of labeling his experiences, his message is clear. Success without self-awareness can quietly become destructive. Fans have responded strongly to this honesty. Social media reactions show widespread support, with many praising Pennington for using his platform to normalize conversations around mental health, especially among men in high-pressure careers. Not a nostalgia play. Unlike many television comebacks that rely on nostalgia, Pennington's return isn't about reliving past glory. He's been clear that simply recreating what once worked isn't his goal. Yes, people remember the show, he said, but I'm not the same person I was back then, and I wouldn't want to pretend I am. Instead, he's exploring projects that align with who he is now, slower-paced, purpose-driven, and rooted in authenticity. Whether through design initiatives, advocacy for sustainable living, or select media appearances, Pennington is choosing intention over exposure. Industry insiders take notice. Hollywood has noticed the shift. Producers and networks, once focused on high-energy spectacle, are increasingly interested in content that feels real and grounded. Pennington's evolved perspective fits perfectly into this changing landscape. Insiders suggest that while he's open to returning to television, it would be under very different terms: creative control, healthier schedules, and storytelling that prioritizes impact over ratings. This isn't a man asking for another shot. It's a veteran setting boundaries. Fans see a new side of Ty Pennington. For longtime fans, this comeback feels emotional. Many grew up watching Pennington every week, associating him with generosity and hope. Seeing him now, more reflective, more honest, has deepened that connection. He feels more human now, one fan commented online. Not just the guy yelling, "Move that bus," but someone who's lived, struggled, and grown like the rest of us. That relatability may be the most powerful part of his return. A cultural shift in how comebacks happen. Pennington's story reflects a broader change in entertainment culture. Comebacks are no longer just about reclaiming fame, they're about reclaiming control. Artists, hosts, and creators are increasingly prioritizing well-being, authenticity, and long-term fulfillment. In that sense, Pennington's return isn't just personal, it's symbolic. He's proving that stepping back doesn't mean giving up. Sometimes it's the only way forward. What comes next? While Pennington remains intentionally vague about specific future projects, he's hinted at work that blends storytelling with real-world impact. Design with purpose, creativity with conscience, media that doesn't just entertain, but connects. Whatever form it takes, one thing is clear. This comeback isn't about headlines, it's about healing. And in an industry obsessed with reinvention, Ty Pennington's quiet, honest return might be one of the most powerful transformations of all.